So, Nuno, thank you for joining me and having this all Atlantic conversation with me today. First of all, please introduce yourself to the viewers.
Okay, thank you for having me. My name is Nuno Lourenco. I'm director of the Atlantic Collaborative Laboratory. In short, we are a fairly new institution. We are a not-for-profit private institution composed of universities and enterprises. Our aim is to develop applied research, to develop products and services based especially on Earth observation, but also on marine data and models, to hopefully help develop solutions for some of the societal problems in the Atlantic.
So talk to us a little bit about what your vision is for the AllAtlantic mission. I've been having other conversations with other subject matter experts over the past number of weeks, and the challenges are vast. But where is your new project and institution going to put its focus?
Okay, so we all know that the Atlantic Ocean is facing significant impacts due to climate change. So this expresses at the coastal levels across the Atlantic with problems such as coastal erosion, sea level rise. There are problems with the habitat and biodiversity loss, marine litter, illegal fisheries, and we could go on and on forever. And it's true that no country, no coastal state can single-handedly sort out and gather knowledge and resolve these problems. So, for me, and I've been following the European scene first with AORA, so in the northern countries, then Anchor, promoting cooperation in the south, and now this AllAtlantic, I think is of paramount importance to really tackle and create synergies and proximity between the communities to help sort out some of these problems, hopefully. In our case, because we deal with the Earth observation data, we've been assisting one network, the concentrated network of countries called AIR, Atlantic International Research Center, developing an approach for AllAtlantic satellite, microsatellite constellation. Of course, on its own, this does not solve anything, but it would be a way to increase complementary to the Sentinel satellites, to increase revisit times, get more situational awareness of what's happening in the ocean, and hopefully bring better and more close to proximity data to tackle and attack problems as they occur.
Do you think that a shared vision will promote better collaboration? Because we know that data and modeling of that data is hugely important to getting a better understanding of the ocean and how it's changing, the opportunities, the gaps, the threats. But collaboration is one of the massive themes coming up at the AllAtlantic 2021 conference, and it has been the foundation of the Galway and the Belém statement. Do you think that stakeholders are naturally inclined to share and to collaborate? Is that your impression?
Is a good question. Listen, in our name, the AllAtlantic, we are a collaborative laboratory. So my tendency is to say, yes, surely, of course, we should do it. And we do that even at national level with our different partners and associates. And we're trying to promote through AIR and through the different European programs that collaboration. I would say that the way is there. You still have to pave the way. So there are things that still have to be worked out, mechanisms, instruments, but the will is there. And that's the best thing about this challenge is that from our contacts with different partners and colleagues, there's a strong will to share data, scientific objectives, infrastructure, technologies, because as you know, the capacity is not symmetrical across the Atlantic, north, south, and east, west. So there's a pretty good asymmetry, geographic asymmetry in the way we can approach problems. And so having more cooperation means that we can be more effective everywhere across the basin. to put things in perspective, yes, there's a path to be followed, but the initiatives that we have brought up so far are being effective, I think. So I'm pretty positive of what's to come in the near future.
And as a non-profit organization, and then working in collaboration with industry who are for profit, do you think that that relationship can have a healthy outcome and can have a healthy trajectory towards a common goal, which is the protection of the AllAtlantic?
I'm pretty sure, and I would like to do a strong statement on that. Marine operators, industries, the blue economy actors are not part of the problem. They have to be part of the solution. I'm pretty convinced of that. They are there all the time in the oceans, and when they do their jobs, when they go about their jobs, they collect significant amounts of data. And so they can be truly a part of the solution and contribute effectively to the research effort. At the same time, we all know that there are always, misconceptions and there are all mistrusts. They have to be more transparent, and there's a lot of initiatives. I would mention, for instance, the UN Global Compact, the Ocean Business Platform, where they are really fighting to really create good practices, more transparent ways of doing things, being aquaculture, energy, or whatever. What would say you? And this is also a path that is not completed, or shipping also. It's not completed, but I think everybody is more aware that these are not two different worlds. These are the same worlds because it's the same space and the same problems, and they face those problems too. So I would believe, yes, that there's a much more willingness and openness of the industries to collaborate on this collaborative effort.
And so I've been thinking, as I'm working on this project and having all of these conversations, that there are so many people working towards a single vision of a shared Atlantic and ocean and protecting and preserving it. But it made me wonder about the UN Ocean Decade from the UN, and that 10-year period where we're going to focus. Is there a single goal? Like, where do you want to be in 10 years? Is there a place that if we were having this conversation in 10 years' time, what would be success? What would it look like?
So many different indicators. Being at the beach and not seeing one single piece of plastic, for instance, or being at sea and seeing a vibrant sea. And I've been working at sea almost all my professional life. So it's a funny question. What I do think, I think that the societal outcomes from the decade are instrumental, are fundamental. The healthier, more knowledgeable, more predictable, all of that. We operate in some of these outcomes. It's pretty ambitious. I don't know if in the end of the day we'll be there, but we will be closer to a better ocean. So to say to you, I would say that I would like to be discussing this at the beach with you, with a vibrant coastal ecosystem, clean waters, and feeling good about ourselves. It would be a good outcome for the decade, personally.
And we could be at a beach in Galway.
No, not in Galway. Here in Portugal, if you don't mind.
Well, it's Portugal is where I spend my summer holidays, so that I definitely wouldn't mind. Of course. Let's talk about the AllAtlantic 2021 conference, which is upcoming. What space will you guys take up there, and who are you hoping to meet, and what conversations are you hoping to have?
Well, we will be engaging in some side events. Me personally, I'll be involved. I think it's going to be confirmed about seafloor seabed mapping. Okay, where probably we'll be doing a short talk. We didn't speak about it, but it's not about only the essential climate variables of the ocean climate pair, or the essential ocean variables also to measure climate change. I think it's pretty critical that we know the seafloor. Okay, this means knowing the bathymetry, knowing the shape of the seafloor, because this impacts ocean circulation. this impacts the way we can occupy with our uses, or to measure the impacts of our uses in the ocean. So I think is critical, and this again comes from the effort of AORA for the Atlantic Ocean Research Alliance that started a couple of years ago. The need that we have to really map the ocean floor. So I will be involved in that side event, and let's see. There are many things rolling. I cannot say that we'll be in all of them, but we are fully committed with the event.
So if Google can map the earth and our streets, can you guys map the seafloor?
Definitely, it's a matter of resources, not a matter of technology, fortunately. So, of course, we have problems between the deep ocean floor, which is easier to map, although it's more has a wider aerial extent, and it goes with the techniques we use. We have more. It's more of an effort to map shallow waters, because the systems are less efficient. Because of this, basically a cone of sound, and as you go up, the cone gets narrower, so the corridor that you image is narrower. But definitely there was already a prospective idea of what would be the effort and the money that would cost to map the deep ocean floor, and I think it's pretty doable, provided there's commitment from the different states. We are not there yet, but let's see. If it goes through, it would be a nice thing. We still have errors of 700 meters in some of the reliefs that you think they are, at 2,000 meters, and they are not. They are shallower or deeper. So there are still a couple of things to do on that field.
Okay, finally, Nuno, let's try and inspire and get more people to attend the AllAtlantic 2021 from the 2nd to the 4th of June, a hybrid event. A lot of the sessions been happening online, so it doesn't really matter where in the world you are, you can join and have a very important and be part of the conversations that are happening. What's your call to arms to people who are watching this who haven't yet registered?
No, we are doing a tremendous effort here to outreach, to get to people, to spread the word. And I think we are all neighbors in what concerns the Atlantic. If we put Atlantic as a centrality, we are all neighbors. You are my neighbor, Joanne. And so for those of you listening to us that are committed with research or the blue economy, or you are simply curious about the oceans, which I recall, do not stop at the beach, go well beyond and deeper, please join and assist, especially if you are young, because you are the ones needed for the future of this AllAtlantic.
Yeah, and we'll have the AllAtlantic Ocean Youth Ambassadors.
I know.
Flying the flag and, creating a path for their colleagues. But, an absolute pleasure to speak to you. And I really hope that I can get back to the beaches in Portugal very soon.
Okay, we surely get together here sometime. It was a pleasure for me, Joanne, also to meet you and participate. Thank you very much.